Hey, welcome back to another organic chemistry reaction app devlog. It's been a while, but I have been busy, so I guess there's excuses for that. Busy, hard at work on this game, I should specify. I did share this app on a organic chemistry subreddit to get some feedback, and I got some. Feedback was positive. I kind of was expecting positive because this is a good idea for an app. Whether or not the app itself is well designed is a different story. But just based on the concept, I was expecting positive feedback. So I got that. But I also got some suggestions for how to improve. And then I worked hard implementing those improvements. So I'm just going to talk a bit about what those improvements were right now. So I just got the app open here, another low effort video from me. That's what you should expect. We're on version 1.0.3.1 now. Version 1.0.3 because we'd made some relatively large changes. So the first change, if we go to a puzzle, is there's a new layout. First of all, I added a new text box here that says propose a mechanism. And this is just to give some brief direction to the player so they know what they're doing. And at first I thought this wouldn't be necessary because as soon as you learn that what you're supposed to do is propose a mechanism, that's the only thing that you need to do. And so you don't really need to have this instruction every time you go to a puzzle once you already know that you're supposed to propose a mechanism. It felt like kind of a waste of space to me. But then when I thought about chess puzzles, chess puzzles are a big inspiration for what I'm doing here. Even in chess puzzles, they'll always give you the instructions to find the best move, right? Even though you know that you're supposed to find the best move, and as soon as you learn that, you kind of stop reading the instructions. And I'm sure 99% of people who play chess puzzles regularly never even look at that text box that says, hey, find the best move. But that box is still there. And so, if it's there for a reason, I'm not as good at puzzle design as the people who have made these chess apps. So I'll just, follow their lead and add the instruction here, propose a mechanism. So that's new to the layout. The other thing that's new is this info screen. At first I didn't have anything here. You were just supposed to look at these molecules and try to identify what you think the molecule will become. Which is like chess puzzles. You have to find what you think is the best move and progress towards that game state, I guess, rather than it showing you what game state you're supposed to progress towards. I wanted the players to figure out what reaction was going to happen just based on the information given on this screen. Unfortunately, chemistry is a bit more complicated than chess, and there is no one best move. There's no one right move here. At least in this case there might be actually, but in many puzzles, in many reactions I should say, there can be a variety of different products. There can even be multiple products. There can be minor products and major products. So I was always targeting the major products, but you shouldn't punish the player for getting the wrong major product. Or I guess for targeting the minor product rather than the major product, because technically they're right. This minor product does form. Problem is, I don't always know what all different minor products can form. It depends on reactions, and even reactions that are relatively unexplored. You wouldn't be able to identify all of the side reactions that can occur. So it's best to just have the overall reaction, and that's what's shown in this info screen here. So now it says this is what you're going to start with, this is what you're going to end with, and now propose a mechanism that does this reaction, right? And so you can go back, and then knowing that you're supposed to make this, how is this going to react with the HCl to get to that product? And you go on the second screen and it's still there. And then you're good to go, right? Carry on to the next puzzle, and now you got this molecule, and it's got to become this guy. So how does that happen? Well, you go here, you go there, you're good to go. You go there, you're good to go, right? And then, oh yeah, how does this guy become that guy? like so. So it gives it a little bit more guidance. It should make every puzzle easier, which is not necessarily my goal. But if every puzzle was made easier, then it doesn't really affect things too much. Because that just allows me to make more difficult puzzles to make up for the fact that puzzles in general are easier. Yeah, it does a little bit go away from my initial goal, but even in textbooks and puzzle sets that you'll find, or problem sets I should say, that you'll find as resources for classes or anything, whenever you're asked to propose a mechanism, it pretty much always tells you what the product of that reaction is. And so this, has been generally understood to be a good idea. And so who am I to judge, years, decades of experience and change that? It's probably that way for a reason. So let's just go along with that suggestion. I did find other suggestions. Some people wanted a little bit more dynamic arrow movement. So right now it's just a clockwise arrow and it just stays that way, right? But if I were to take this and try to draw an arrow here to this hydrogen, let's just go to the next puzzle. Let's see here. Yeah, so this hydrogen is going to deprotonate this one. Is this even a good... Sure, we'll just go with this. But the arrow is overlapping with the rest of the molecule, and that's just bad form. Ultimately, if somebody were really drawing this, they would take this arrow, or they would take these electrons and draw an arrow this way, right? And so I could just rotate it to be like, oh, do a counterclockwise arrow. But, then it would just create other problems if I had to go the other way. So they wanted a more dynamic, I guess, arrow drawing system to prevent it from overlapping the molecule. Especially in some specific instances. I don't know how to do that yet, but we'll get there. People asked for a tutorial. I know that that's important, but I don't feel like that's... I don't think it's the right time for me to make a tutorial yet. What else did people ask for? They wanted ways to show hints and show the answer. So like if you just sort of give up, right? I don't know what to do here. Just tell me what the answer is so I can learn and then do it correctly the next time, right? Which is good. I want to implement that too. But what do I do here? This. Nailed it. Yeah, I want to implement that, but yeah, it's going to take some time. That will be on the info screen, though. I'll probably put some buttons down here that says show hint and show answer. Of course, then if you show the answer, you will have officially gotten the puzzle wrong, but it shows you, what's what. Or if you just want a hint, then it will also, I think, count the puzzle as wrong, but it will only draw one arrow, and that will allow you to try to just figure it out yourself from there. Right? Which I think is, the same thing as chess puzzles. Maybe the show hint button doesn't show up until you've already gotten the puzzle wrong. But in chess puzzles, you can always just be like, I give up, show me the answer, right? And if you get it wrong, then maybe, hey, give me some help here because I've already got it wrong. So that's probably a better way to do it, actually. Wait for you to get the puzzle wrong before showing the hint. So yeah, that's just some feedback. Quick video. I've got over 400 puzzles now, so that's good. We're getting some variety in here. Moved on to substitution reactions, and I hope to be done with substitution reactions, within the next couple of months. It's a big chapter in the book that I'm sort of, taking ideas from. So I'll probably get to the other ones quite a bit later, but our variety of puzzles is increasing. So steady as she goes. Anyway, that's all for now. So thanks for watching. See you around.